All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the State Basketball Centre NBL1 Round 1 action. Second game of the doubleheader. Kilsyth Cobras in town, local rivals, up against our Knox Raiders NBL1 men. Damo, let's get excited. This place is humming. This place is absolutely humming. There's people everywhere. The DJ's in the corner. Everybody's excited. The
women in this, Ducky. You have been, mate, around Knox basketball for a long, long time. When was the last time you saw a crowd like this, Ducky? They tell me over 700 people in the house.
I'll tell you, the last time I saw this many people was at the old Knox Basketball Stadium in Baronia. It was 2006. It was the Melbourne Commonwealth Games, and Knox entertained the British national team. And let me tell you, if the fire chief had walked in, he'd have shut the joint down because you couldn't move for love nor money. But I haven't seen a crowd in 13 years like that at an NBL game, at a Knox Raiders Big V or an SCABL game. And this is awesome. This is really awesome.
And like you said, mate, we've got a DJ, we've got people entertaining the crowd, we've got cheerleaders, we've got a great game of basketball. It's terrible Melbourne weather outside. We're in the heartland of basketball in Australia, the southeastern suburbs of Melbourne. State Basketball Centre Saturday night. Where else would you rather be, Ducky?
Mate, it's I know where. I don't know where I would rather be. Maybe down there, Damien, but you know, maybe after the game. But you know, look, this is exciting now. You know, the Cobras are here. Justin Schuler's the coach of their men's team. He's obviously the Melbourne United assistant. There's a heavy Melbourne United-based flavour with this group that he's put together.
Quality players running around out there for Kilsyth.
Yeah, look, there is. You know, like there's guys here tonight. Felix Von Hoff, ex-NBL development player. Eastern Washington, 4 years. You know, great college career. Pete Hooley's here. You know, has worked his way up from being you know, 4-year college career at Albany. Come back, settled into that Melbourne United backup point guard role. Played Ballarat last year. Towie Smith-Milner is here. Chris Patton's an ex-Melbourne United development player.
Owen Odygy, how could you forget?
Owen Odygy was full rosters, Melbourne Tigers. Mate, I reckon Owen was still playing when Knox's coach D-Mac was still running around.
Lauren Jackson talking about maybe suiting up for the women. Ducky, you know D-Mac very well.
Yeah.
We've seen some highlight reels of him lately. I was watching one during the week on YouTube. Can you get him out there, mate?
You ask him.
I'm not going to ask him.
You ask him. But D-Mac don't want to play. Well, you know, he's happy to just get out once a year and with his boys and play the tournament down at Paran, the summer jams and so on that are down there. So he's happy to run around, talk to his boys, and they love playing with him too. Because they're still he's still throwing it over his head, throwing a wraparound, a little bit of between the leg action. You know, but I'm excited. I'm excited, Damien.
Knox are very fortunate to have someone of that quality involved in the club, aren't they?
Course,
you know,
yeah.
Boys coordinator at Knox, heavily involved in the club. He's always down there running different coaching programs, and the club is better off for having someone like that around.
For sure. You know. 446 or 56 games NBL experience, multiple championship winner, etc., etc. MVP, finals MVP, Australian representative. The resume speaks for itself. But he's in the big league now. He's in the NBL1.
It is a step up for Knox, isn't it?
We're back here. He hasn't had the runs on the board in the Big V. You know, despite having some pretty talented teams. Let's make sure that this talented team here that he puts out tonight, hopefully NBL1.
This will be a good test for Knox, won't it?
This is going to be a ripper, you know. And we're off to a flyer in the Ashes. You know, the women are victorious by 7 in the end. But, you know, now it's the men's time to take this home. This is going to be a really impressive, you know, team. This is going to be a really, really good contest. We know what both teams are going to do. Knox are going to want to run a bit. They're going to want to show their youth. Mike Rose is back.
Cedarian Rains. What do you know about him for Knox?
Cedarian Rains. Well, I'll tell you what I know about Cedarian Rains. 6'9", and he's a whole lot of man. He's joining us from Cyprus, where he's been playing for Enosis Neon Paralimi in their Division 1 competition.
That's why I got you to talk about that, Ducky, because I had no idea how I'd pronounce that.
Sedarian Reigns. Sedarius Memphis Reigns, he says, but in the warm-ups, but we'll see. Career highlights for Sedarian. He's obviously come straight out of the Cypriot League, arrived here during the week. He's had a training session with the boys. He's a two-time Cypriot League All-Star, 2017 and 18. Previous to that was at USK Praha in the Czech League. He's played in Lebanon. He's been at Apollon Patras in Greece. He's also been at Apollon Limassol in Greece, IRT Tanger in the Moroccan League, and he's played all over Qatar, Thailand, Argentina. He quoted during the week, D-Max said, "I'm very happy with this signing. He'll be exciting. He dunks everything around the rim and bangs down low. He's a great rebounder and solid defensively. Just watching how hard he plays will help with how we want to play. His tenacity will be infectious." Knox Raiders starting 5 is on the floor. They've come out with Casey Marshall, who will start at the 1. And that's a bit of a surprise for me, Damien. You know, Casey got a job to fill here tonight. Nugget will play the 2 to start with. Mike Rose at the 3. James Hunter, another key signing in the off-season. And big Sedarian Reigns.
New Zealand, a game punter, yep. And for Kilsyth,
we've got on the floor Pete Hooley at the 1. Nelson Turner at the 2. Isaac Turner at the 2. We've got Owen Odagies playing the 3. Towie Smith-Milner starts at the 4. And Chris Patton, the big fella, at the 5. So we've got a bit of a look here to start with. James Hunter pick. Mike Rose hits Hunter.
Mike
Tough
Rose.
shot to start with. James Hunter, first points.
Great to see Mike Rose back in the Raiders colours.
Yeah, and he's embraced it too. He embraced it when he was here the first time, and then he took off to go over to the Hume City Broncos. As Kilsyth tried for the lob to Odagie outside. Turner, no good on the 3. Patton, offensive rebound 2 to a piece. Both bigs inside. The question that I've really got for this Knox men's team, Damo, is how they, what their cohesion's like early. You know, a lot of new faces. You know, only returning from last year is Nugget, Casey Marshall, youngsters Malik Munier, Josh West, missing Dylan Hare, obviously.
I hear Nugget, Darrell McDonald's been working really hard on his game in the off-season. I hear he's always down at Knox, shooting around, got the shooting machine out, working really, really hard.
Mate, all the cool kids follow him on Snapchat nowadays, Damien, so you'll see his work ethic there.
Just be good to see.
Ball goes inside to Sedarian Reigns and
big,
turns.
strong. It'll be interesting to see how he adjusts to the calls with Australian basketball, having just come from playing in Greece. See offensive foul called on him there, so might take him a little bit of time to adjust.
Of course, and there's lots of different officiating around, you know, around the world. So he's got genuine size about him. Don't know his age, but hopefully we'll find that out at some point. But you know, he's got some size, and you know, he's probably what Knox need. You know, not having that local big to get in, and Hooley again takes advantage of. Marshall gets to the rim, and Odagie doing what Odagie does, chases it down, gets a hand on it, no good. Rebound Mike Rose. Turner 0 for 2 to start this contest. Mike splits the D. Float game.
A little float up. And
Offhand.
gets the offensive board.
Fresh
Resets
14.
Mike Rose. Experienced hand there. 6 on the clock. 5.
Hunter.
Hunter.
Nice 2. Now that's an interesting matchup tonight because James has had some experience in New Zealand NBL.
He has, yes.
He's played in the Siebel with Ballarat. He's a really solid player at this level. He's a big, imposing character. He's got the nice big bicep tat there going on, and Patton takes advantage of Reigns already having won. Can't get it to go.
Both teams feeling each other out early. Scores 4-all, 7:15 left.
That
in the first.
matchup intrigues me, Damien. You know, James Hunter and Towie Smith-Milner. Towie's, you know, he's been around a bit now. You know, he's come back in. He's been at Sandringham, which is now Southern Sabres. He's played there. He's you know, first year here at Kilsyth, so I'm interested to see how invested in this matchup against James Hunter he is, and just see whether he can take a little bit of advantage of this, or whether James, who's got the first 4 points for Knox, can take a bit of advantage of Towie coming off a really long season with the Melbourne United.
Big
Sedarian,
body,
pick,
brains.
Nugget to the hoop. Can't
Reckon
get
we
it
might
to go.
see a bit of that this year.
Yeah. That high pick and roll. Why wouldn't you use a 6'9" guy?
Yeah.
In your high pick
He's a big unit, isn't he?
He's a big boy. And, you know, he looks imposing. And the last time I saw a man that size in here, Ryan Orbanes we've had here in the Big V, he, you know, struggles to impose himself on contests. Sedarian's talking to the referees here, trying to find out what he can and can't do. Andrew Hollywood is having a bit of a chat to him, and that's cool. You want to find out what you can do. You're new to a league. You want to be able to talk your way through it and just have that open
McDonald misses the first.
Communication with the referees.
Makes the second.
That's a 1 point lead here, and
Knox
nice
ball.
deflection. That's the second time Nugget's got his hand on that.
He's athletic, isn't he?
Oh.
Quick. I watched Knox play Nuttawading at Dandenong 2 weeks ago in a practice game, and his athleticism really struck me. It was even things like that, a one-on-one saying, throw it to me, I'll jump higher than my opponent.
Yeah,
I'll back myself in.
Turner's not a bad athlete by any stretch of the imagination. So,
Mike Rose. Going off the curl, lovely.
Great ball goes
Lovely.
bang to start his account here for the Knox Raiders.
Welcome back to Knox, Mike.
Yeah, and that's Mike Rose. Come off a pin down, set your feet, put one in the air, and make the triple. And Hooley again attacks the paint. And that fouls on Casey Marshall. He's
scores 8-4. 5:51 left in the first.
First personal for Marshall. And Hooley is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first. Nugget with the push. Marshall catch in transition. And we reset here to Nugget. 10 on the shot clock. Rose caught. Turner on him. Hunter hands off. Deep 3 from Mike Rose. No good. Rebound Otagy pushing the tempo. Nugget overplays on that line, leaves Hooley.
Hooley outside. Ooh, nice.
Hunter, nice closeout, rotation.
Good board there, Mike Rose. Aggressive.
Yeah, he's underrated athlete, Mike Rose. Likes the dunk. There's Hunter backing down inside. He wanted the and 1, 2.
Good to see him playing in this in the Knox colours, James Hunter.
Yeah, look, he's impressive, and he's a big, big boy.
Hook shot.
He's coming off the back of the 2018 New Zealand NBL Championship with the Southland Sharks. He's 6'8", so he brings plenty of height to this team. James can step out and hit the 3. As you can see there, Patton recognises that and keeps the hand in the lane. Off to Rose, bit of ISO ball, step back. Harden style, can't get it to go, off the rim. And it's off hands. Substitution, both teams. Knox Raiders checking in Malik Munier and Simon Grant, Sedarius Rains.
Simon Grant, first time back in Knox colours.
He is, yeah, welcome back. Couple of seasons at Eltham Big V. Couple of seasons at Eltham Big V with a team that's full of veterans and so on. Simon's a new father to young Callum, so congratulations to Simon. And it's really good to see a Knox Junior back in blue and gold colours as Patton backs down Hunter and spins to the left.
Simon Grant played a youth league at Knox from 2009 to 2012, and he was with the Seabull men at Knox from 2011 to 14 before, like you said, Ducky moved over to Eltham, and it's good to have him back.
Mate, he's one of the most resilient kids I've come across. Simon, Simon tried out bottom age under 14s. Wasn't good enough to make our teams. Sean McDonald will get a continuation here and a nice 2 with the finish with the left. And McDonald's an impressive specimen, Damien. Let me tell you, he's an under 19 point guard for the Australian team. And
Jordan Adnam checks into the game. So
ex-Cobra.
Jordan, ex-Cobra, good to see him over with the Raiders. Jordan was the MVP, Youth League MVP in 2018, and also named the All-Star 5 for the Youth League for a 3rd consecutive year in a row. So really good pickup for Knox.
Absolutely. And to be honest with you, like, McDonald misses the 3.
Good athleticism just there with Adnam. See the good leap to get the board there.
High on ball, Rose attacks the dribble. Step back, triple. Von Hoff can't get a hand on it. Rebound and Hunter. Grant, stick back. Competitive work on the glass there for the Knox Raiders.
Good combination there.
And with Sedarian Rains going to the bench, of course, and Simon coming in, Hunter will step to the 5. And yeah, past years when the big has gone out of the contest for the Knox Raiders, it's really opened up the floor.
Good ball movement by Knox.
Of course, the younger brother of Kyle, the ex-Melbourne United player and Sydney Kings.
James Hunter is starting well.
He's on fire. You know, we're 14-9 now, and Hunter's got 8. So really embracing his new role with his new team. And not too sure there's too much in that as a foul call, but
so Rains and Nugget, Darrell McDonald checks back into the game. James Hunter takes a seat. And Mike Rose also takes a seat.
no good at the line for Patton on the first. Two and change left here in the first quarter. 14-9, Raiders leading by 5. As Patton makes it 14-10, and he subs to the bench for Odygy. Returning. A little bit of extended here. Ben Ursic, nice big long defender. Nuggets got a good read on this. Attacks the rim. Sedarian
with the jam. Lovely dump inside. We are going to hopefully see that all season long, Ducky.
D-Mac wanted that. He sees it. He's spoken about it. He dunks everything around the rim. And if Nugget can get in the paint and dump that ball off at will,
the crowd went crazy.
Yeah, Sedarian's going to have
I'm ticking already. Ducky, cult figure.
To add to his Cypriot League All-Star or highlight tape, he's going to have himself a nice Knox Raiders one as well. So they go inside now. Smith Milner.
Going to be a good contest, isn't it?
Travelling violation.
Ooh. Again, just a little bit technicalities with the rules, just trying to find his feet, so to speak, with the travel there.
Yeah, James Harden can take 9 steps, hitting a step back 3, Damien, and Sedarian can hold the ball for a little bit extra in the paint and gets called for a travel. Weird. McDonald, Jesus. Sean McDonald's just an impressive point guard.
Simon Grant with the board.
Solid with the ball. Makes good decisions. He's adding some muscle, to his frame. Hopefully we'll see him in the NBL at some stage, but for now, biding his time in NBL1 is Adnam. Didn't look a confident jumper there as Munier.
No, it was very flat.
Yep, Simon Grant goes hard to the glass. Big Red tips home for 2.
Big boys going at it under the basket there.
It's great to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, no place for me, Ducky, but yeah, good to watch.
Yeah, I'm getting out of there real quick. Toi, no good on the three. That's...
Is that another board to Adnam?
Yeah, rebound number 3 or 4 for Jordan. So he's having an impact on the stats line. And
3 boards.
yeah.
36 seconds left on the clock. 18 Knox, 10 Kilsyth.
Look at Sedarian.
Let's see if he can shoot.
It wasn't unconfident though, was it?
No, he looked like he was comfortable with it.
He looked like he wanted to take that. If
he was never not going to shoot it. I'm tipping he'll make more than he misses. Dump inside.
Milner misses the layup.
Yeah, good board. 14 left on the clock.
Well contested by Reams there.
Game clock inside shot clock. 18-10.
Nugget float game, no good.
And it's quarter time.
Vision of dad there. It was back in the day, just a little bit of father-son imagery, but difference being is that that D-Mac would have made that.
So quarter time, Ducky, here at the State Basketball Centre. Knox 18, good start, Knox. Kilsyth 10. Kilsyth, some new players on their roster, just filling each other out. Knox seem to have settled a bit more in front of their parochial home crowd. And just having a look at some of the stats here. Yeah. Rebounds to Knox, 16. Kilsyth 7. Kilsyth shooting at 26%, 4 from 15. Knox shooting the better percentage, 42%, 8 from 19.
Yeah, and the difference there, Damien, is that they have been able to get into the paint.
Well, you're right, Ducky, because 12 points in the paint for Knox.
Yeah, they've been able to get in the paint, and that's key to, high percentage basketball comes from high percentage shooting, and it's smart. And Mike Rhodes is a good facilitator, and Nugget McDonald is a good facilitator. There's a guy sitting on the bench tonight, Damon Heyer, who, is down from Cairns. He's a good facilitator. It's going to open up for guys. Sedarian's going to get his phone.
He's a good pickup for Knox, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a great pickup. Just adds a bit of depth in that backcourt, and he just pushes an extra one down. Like Casey doesn't get the start there.
So Damon Heyer, 27-year-old, 6'3" point guard, joins Knox after playing 2018 NBL New Zealand.
Yep.
With the Nelson Giants. So good to have him on board at Knox.
Yep, and he's an ex-Cairns development player. So
Cairns Pipers, and Southern Utah University.
Yep, good scorer. He'll come in here and he'll play the 2 and the 3, but, if Nuggets not having a great game or anything like that, Damon can quite admirably fill in at the 1, which he did at NBL level. So we're back here to go on quarter number 2.
Simon Grant. Nugget McDonald, Jordan Adnam, Sedarian Reigns,
and Malik
Mina.
And Kilsyth come out with Felix Von Hoff and Pete Hooley, Owen Odegy, Ben Ursic in the corner, and Chris Patton in the 5. Balls with Odegy as he crosses up. Munya gives him a little bit, hits Ursic on the drive and pitch, and that's nothing but fresh air for Ursic.
Just looking at the quarter time stats here, Ducky. 17 rebounds to Knox, 6 offensive boards. Kilsyth 9 with only 3 offensive boards.
Well, there's your 12 points in the paint, Damo. Your 6 offensive boards, Hunter's had a couple inside where he's grabbed the offensive rebound. Simon Grant had that nice stick back, so beautiful back cut for Adnam. And he goes hard at Chris Patton and gets the 2. And I'm excited about that because that...
Look, and a steal to Adnam there.
It should have been in red, and it's not, and it's in gold, and I'm really excited about that. So
he belongs out there for Knox.
Yep, Nugget into the paint again. A hard attack on Ursic.
Adnam, a couple of important hands in that. The score is 20-10. Makes it first. Hooley.
Ball swing now for the Cobras. Von Hoff. Nice cut.
Inside.
Nice feed. And Malik Munier caught napping on the perimeter, and Hooley will take advantage of that every single day.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's going to hurt you like that every single time if you let him get away with that.
High swing now, Malik. Sedarian rolls hard. Nugget jabs at Ursic. Step backs for two. Sedarian chases it down. Another offensive rebound to Knox.
Adnam for the three. Lovely.
Wow, that's confident.
Only two.
That's really confident. That looks good to me.
Settled in very nicely, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Hooley. Back to
Good
Hooley.
defensive start here from Knox, because this Kilsyth team
Hooley,
is
it drives hard.
really stacked.
Oh, travel, no score.
We've got a foul on the court.
Foul, was it?
Foul, yeah. Foul's on number 4, Malik Munier. Subbing into the Raiders, this is a really good story for me, Damo, because Josh West has subbed in, number 9. He's subbed in for Malik Munier. He's a young fella. He came here, he's been a Knox junior all his life, and he's stuck around. He's come through the youth league program. I coached him as a top age under 14 when he was 12, 13. He was just a little round, tubby kid, but you could see the smarts in him at that time, even then. And we used to run him as a bit of a point forward back in the day, but it's good here. And he'll space the floor. He's got ability to, knock in the three. He makes good decisions with the ball. Loves a pass fake. Swings to Nugget, and he'll play really hard here. And he'll have the job on Hooley, I would imagine.
Grant for the 2.
Big red toe on the line, was it?
25-12. Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, isn't it, Ducky? Those junior kids getting an opportunity gives those juniors aspiring something to look forward to. That, you know what, if I work hard on my game, if I practice, if I do those things in my own time, when no one's watching, I might get an opportunity to play at this level, and who knows where it goes from there.
As Hooley and Patton play pick and pop for the Cobras and add 2 to their score, 25-14.
Adnam stripped of it by Van Hoff. Experience.
Wants to get out and makes the layup. Just pinch that there off Geordie Adnam, a little bit loose with the ball. Yeah, he's got to rein that in a little bit, keep it tight.
And look, it's a step up in pace, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Playing the
youth league.
The youthies to stepping up here with the big boys. But he's looking good.
Adnam slices through the D for the layup. Can't get it to go. I think Von Hoff got a hand on that. Hooley, Von Hoff likes to shoot it.
Yeah. Simon Grant, defensive board. Out to Nugget, just settle things down, slow it down.
I think commentators around the league are going to be saying that a fair bit. Von Hoff likes to shoot it. Good shooter. Needs to lock in and make his first couple for him to be
Simon Grant out in that corner again. This time doesn't go. Rims out. Board by Patton. Out to Hooley. Patton trailing up. Good attack on the basket.
Gee, that's nice. Ike Turner for 2. Finishes with the left hand. And we've got a timeout. 5:47 here in the second quarter to play. And we're running 25-18. Yeah, a couple of really good stories here, Damien, for the Knox Raiders. Boys, it's really great to have Simon Grant back. As Basketball Jones heaves a few T-shirts into the crowd here. Needs a T-shirt gun. Some really good stories, as we said. Jordan Adnam not given the chance at Kilsyth. Comes into Knox and displays the gold, really proudly. He's made a couple of baskets. Josh West in off the bench early in the game. Malik Munier in early off the game. Casey Marshall, Knox Youth League player as well. So it's really good that DMAC trusts these guys, and he's had them around here for a few years now. And it's good that he's starting to build that trust and rapport with them,
So we haven't seen Abe Nook take the floor yet. What can we expect when he goes on, Ducky?
Yeah, Abe again, another Knox kid. Adds some length to this, defends really well. He's got range to about 15 or 16 feet. I wouldn't expect him to do too many things that'll make a highlight reel or anything like that, Damien, but
Just solid.
He will come in and he will be solid. And if there's probably a downside to Simon Grant coming back, it's that Abe may or may not get that chance, you know, to play extended minutes like he did last year. Bit of up the floor from Kilsyth, Hooley and Turner, and they're sitting into some kind of zone here. A wheelie has checked in for the Cobras, and Mike Rose dangles the ball a little bit. Sedarian attacks the ring. I like to see that.
That good attack. Take it on from the big man.
Yeah, it was.
Ball on the floor. I'm coming through. Look out.
Yep. And, you know, just...
there was no hesitation, mate.
It was contested, but it was good to see him put the ball on the floor, you know. That's something that we haven't had much of, you know, over the journey. Odyssey inbounds. Hooley entrusted with the point guard duties. Kicks to Milner. Turner. Big job now to slow him down. He's got the last couple.
Little left hand there. Just doesn't go.
Yep.
Mike Rose. Board.
Trey. Nope. West can't get his hand on it. Milner.
Oh, for the jam.
Two-hand jam. Nice kick ahead from Turner. And Isaac Turner's starting to have an impact on the game now, Damien. And he's back here, second year now for the Kilsyth Cobras, and he's an important part of their cog. Mike Rose float game, no good. Rebound, Desmond Owili. He is a big, big man, isn't he, Damien?
Going toe-to-toe with Sedarian Reigns there.
Yeah, that's a lot of big.
Two monsters going at it. Down low, it's good to see.
Yep, let him.
Hopefully checks out. And Abe Nook comes into the game, Ducky, so let's see how he goes.
Yep.
Up against, there's a Willie.
Yep. Wish I could have a haircut like that. There's some fresh dews on this, isn't there?
Yeah.
James Hunter back in as well. He's got the job on Milner. West on Odyssey, Rose on Turner, Knock on a wheelie, and Marshall's got the job on Pete Hooley. Nice jab step,
move.
Isaac Turner. That's Mike Rose in the spin cycle.
Hooley doesn't think about it. Yeah, and there he goes. Leave him alone and look out. Doesn't go.
Good hustle, Josh West. Way to get after it. Mike Rose will want this. He will want this.
12 on the clock.
Hunter, 3. No good. 1 on the glass for the Raiders. Abe Knock, unsuccessful. A wheelie comes up with it. And the Cobras looking to get out again here. Hands, Hooley. Unsuccessful from outside yet. And that's an and one.
And one.
And that is just a tough bucket, Damien.
That is a tough bucket. There's a play burying his head. I'm going to the rack. Yep. Get out of my way.
Penetrates hard. The defense step. Did a pretty good job, I thought, Casey Marshall. Bit of a nudge. Created some room for himself. Got the bump and won.
McDonald back into the game. And West checks out. And West now comes back into the game after being on the bench for perhaps 2 seconds. And Casey Marshall checks out of the game. Just trying to mix up the matches. And one doesn't go.
So Knox have on the floor Nugget McDonald, and you got to look after the ball there, son. Hooley in for the 2 and the jam. And Nugget is filthy with himself about turning that one over.
Good little run here for Kilsyth.
Yeah.
Scored 25 Knox, 24 Kilsyth.
It's a 10-0 run, Damien. So the last we went with the timeout, it was 25-14. So it's dried up a little bit here for the Raiders. Haven't been on the glass at all. Haven't been able to hit those outside shots as well as they would like. So it's 3-1. Mike Rose gets it off. Can't get it to go. Milner's had a really big impact on the glass here. So
jump ball. Knox's ball. Let's see what Knox got from the baseline. Nice to get a settling basket here, wouldn't it? Just to settle things down a bit.
Yeah. Put a patch through that 10-0 run that the Cobras are on. Let's see what D-Mac's team have got coming off the baseline out of bounds here. So ball gets inbound to Nugget high. Zone action now from the Cobras. McDonald.
4 on the clock.
Yeah, it's a high exchanging 2-3 zone
2 on
here.
the clock.
Nugget
doesn't
comes
go.
up short. A wheelie.
Oh, Jam does not go, but looked good. That was a shame. That would have brought the house down.
Geez, he ran his backside off too, didn't he?
He worked hard, mate.
Yeah.
Busted the middle.
And
As did Turner then. Hooley says, give it to me, give it to me.
For no reward,
I'll show you the way home.
Yep.
Oh, and there he goes. Nice. You know, Hooley wanted that. He called for it. He give it to me. I'll show you the way it's done, boys. And the score's 26. Kilsyth 25 Knox.
Pete Hull is impressive. He played last year at Ballarat with Sam Short.
Oh, lovely.
Another United. That's a really good hit from Josh West.
You did call it, West. Good ability for a good pass inside. Turner. 10 on the shot clock. Lovely.
3 points. 29-27.
Smith Milner, 3 points. 29-27. Over the Nugget. 10 on the clock. Out to Hunter for the triple. Doesn't go. Hooley with the rebound. Full
Hunter
court.
can't get a hand on it. And Kilsyth
Left hand
out.
lane, Turner. 31-27. Really good run here from Kilsyth in the second. 1:03 left in the second. Abe Nook. Nugget nearly got the back cut.
Inside to Hunter.
Hunter
Nothing.
with a hook, doesn't go. Chases down his own board though. Good determination. He was the only one who really wanted it there, and he came up with a reward. Got himself the rebound, and then put in the nice 2. That man again, Hooley. Oh, and 1.
That rolled. Personals on Abe Knock. His first personal foul, so wowee. Pete Hooley's taken over here.
Yeah, Pete Hooley's just stepped it up, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's just taken over. Put the team on the back, and
that's experience, isn't it? You know, he realises he needed to step up. Someone for Kilsyth needed to step up, and he goes, give me the ball.
James Hunter stuck now. Single figures again on the shot clock. Rose attacks the paint hard. Float game, no good. Jordan Adnan rebound. Rose no good. James Hunter commands the ball.
And 2 shots for James Hunter.
Haven't had an update on the stats there for a while, Damo, so...
I thought it was my system, but it gives me some comfort, Ducky, that you're having the same issues I am.
Love to know what Pete Hooley's quarter is. He's really thrown the Cobras on his back here a little bit, and is attacking this Knox defense. A couple of young guards there in Malik and Casey Marshall, Josh West have all had a crack at him.
So it looks like Kilsyth are setting up for a timeout here, Dougie.
12.8 to play in the half. As Hunter makes 2. We have
Knox 31, Kilsyth 33.
$12.8, so Schuler will call that timeout. He'll have something in his little kit bag.
Yeah, I can see him furiously starting to draw up the play there.
Impressive resume for Justin Schuler, you know. This season with the Melbourne United now as the assistant. He's the under-17s or under-19s Australian national coach for the men. I think it's the 19s that he coaches. So, you know, his resume is really good and it's really building. And the Cobras are in good hands with him. But let's see what he comes up with out of this timeout. This will be purpose-driven, a little Brad Stevens-esque baby from the Celtics, you know. A bit of after timeout action coming out from Justin Schuller. So, but it'd be interesting to see what D-Mac does, whether he changes up anything defensively here at all. So,
outstanding effort by the court sweepers during that break. Knox Junior Raiders under 16s, coached by Phil Jury, experienced coach around Knox.
Let's see how much noise we can make for 12.8 seconds. Knox Raiders fans.
Here we go. So game shot inside. We haven't started the clock there. Hooley, what he's done all day, all night, attacked.
Rose to Nugget, reverse finishes. Like it, ties it away, 33. Hooley, it'll count.
33 all at half time. That was a nice little bonus for Knox there. Hooley was set up for the two, but slipped, turnover. Knox take it down the other end and score a nice goal.
He'd been really good up until that point there, Pete Hooley. He'd sort of just thrown the team on his back, so we're struggling a little bit with the live stats update, so we might have a little bit of a break here and just come back in about 5 to 10 and see if we can get an updated screen here to work for us. So, but 33 apiece here, leg 2, half-time, NBL1, round 1. State Basketball Centre Cobras and Raiders going at it. So just make sure if you're watching us, the @NBL1 on Twitter, you can add them on Instagram as well, and the Facebook page for NBL1. At Twitter @NBL1, make sure you hashtag your game, Cobras v Raiders tonight, battle for the Ashes. Send me something, we'll have a look at it when we can. But yeah, just make sure you get on those social media handles. Facebook profile, there's a lot of people checking in here tonight. My Facebook's been going crazy. The Instagram handle, @Knox Basketball, tweet @Knox Basketball, tweet @NBL1, and just make sure you support. This is a really good initiative by the NBL League, running with this from a really, really big season of NBL, WNBL1. So get on your social media, you know, tweet us. Yeah. We'll just talk about, you know, just make sure that you're open and, you know, not being nasty or derogatory to anybody, but it'll be really good for the league, you know, get a bit of a big social media profile, you know, and really try to build this up from, you know, the Ashes that the Siebel and the Big V have come out of. So just make sure you're on those. Tweet us, send us one, send me one. You know, I'd love to see them. I'd love to read a bit of banter, so. Damo, I feel like I'm at a disco.
Yeah, the house is rocking. And just an update, Ducky, on the people in the house. I am told 1,500 people here tonight. That is what I'm told. Folks, you love basketball. This is the place to be. Get down here, support these. Your great local clubs, whether it be here or other areas. Get down, support the NBL1 because this competition has got it all.
Seriously, this is an impressive opening night here at State Basketball Centre for the Knox Raiders. Obviously, having local rivals here helps, but you know, and that's just great fixturing. You know, great fixturing, and credit to Dean Anglin and his team at NBL1 for giving us these sort of matchups on opening night. And how exciting is it? You know, 1,500 people here. You know, that's as many as a WNBL home game when the Melbourne Boomers play here. You know, there's been some really impressive contests here over the journey, and it's great that this is now one of them.
Some great basketball, mate. You look at this game, 33 all half-time. You can't pick the winner. The women's game before this, those that missed it, Knox won by 7, I think it was. You know, it was just a great quality game to be a part of. And this is looking forward to the second half here. So just going through some of the stats here. Rebounds, Knox, 30. Kilsyth, 21. 11 offensive boards to Knox and 6 to Kilsyth. Knox shot at 35%, going 14 from 39, and Kilsyth 41%, going 15 from 36. For the three, Knox shooting at 9%, 1 from 11, and Kilsyth even worse than that, 7%, 1 from 13. Looking forward to the second half, Ducky.
Let's get it underway here, Damo. Cobras ball, inbound Towie Smith-Milner to Pete Hooley. They're unchanged from their starting 5, and Knox have just added Adnam to their starting 5, and it's a little bit of pitch and go. Chris Patton shows the range, a little bit of a Casper Ware tap on the side of the head.
Peter Hooley, you mentioned him, I called him a lot, Ducky, in the first half, 13 points. And James Hunter, 12 for Knox.
He really carried that team in the second quarter, though. That was really impressive. So nice little action, high-low. Nice pick and roll from Knox, and there, open up there. Nugget went hard after that, but Turner protects the ball.
Quick
goes
transition.
Up. Yeah, get back on
Ducky,
tee.
I looked away and I missed it.
Yep.
Looked at the stat sheet for 3 seconds, and there was another score to add to the stat sheet.
Good denial ball reversal there. Adnam goes hard to the bucket.
Smart play.
Yeah, Hooley's just got to make that a bit tougher for him.
Maybe didn't respect the young player like he should have there.
Yeah, maybe. Who's guarding Patton? Who's on first? Who's on second, Damo? And Isaac Turner knows exactly where he is. He is on the three-point line, burying a triple from the top of the key. Nugget goes high off the glass, protects the ball well. Towie chased it pretty high, couldn't get near it.
39 Knox, 41 Kilsyth. 8:30 left in the third.
Hooley, Adnam with the job on Hooley now, trying to slow him down.
We've seen that a lot tonight, haven't we? Hooley just go, you want me to go one-on-one, I'll take you on.
Yes, up to 15 now, Pete Hooley, and he's the type of person who, you know, he's coming in as that, you know, 8th man or 9th man for the Melbourne United guys. Driving pitch for Nugget to Hunter.
Hunter with the hook.
Floating running hook. It's not a settled, you know, set, or Turner sets the feet, can't get a rebound. Nugget push the ball, son. Goes looking to Adnam. Makes contact.
No call.
And finishes at the basket. I like that from Jordan Adnam, and that's twice now he's taken it right at Pete Hooley and made him try to defend as Turner can't get it to go. Reigns with the good challenge. Adnam sets the feet, triple in transition. Probably should have attacked the rim there. Hooley again into the paint, dishes out Patton. He made one. screen from Reigns on Odyssey. Not used. Adnam goes looking for Rose.
Adnam up to 8 points now, Ducky.
Yeah, he's a valuable addition. He's going to give you some scoring punch off the pine for the Knox Raiders. And
well, he's sprightly, isn't he?
He is, yeah, he's long. You know, he's long, he's got some length about him, he can shoot the three. He attacks the rim hard, he can finish at the rim. And a bit of confusion here on the baseline. D-Mac won't like that. Nugget, triple, nothing but fresh air.
Very
Offhands.
Simple little play there.
Yeah.
Kicked it out to Rose on the wing, and the inbound Nugget just pops out to the corner for an uncontested three, but missed. See if they go again.
Adnam, Hunter, rush three. Yeah, counted. A line drive triple from the top of the key, Damo. Not too sure that was in the playbook for D-Mac, but
he looked comfortable making the shot, didn't he?
Looked comfortable making it.
You know what it's like, Ducky? You make the shot, it's never an issue, is it?
I don't know that you want to keep going to that too often, though. And Hunter picks up. Adnam and Nugget in the backcourt. And they match up pretty well here. Both teams look like they're pretty well matched up. Turner and McDonald will go at it. Adnam and Hooley have been going at it here. Odyssey and Rose will do a job. Von Hoff and Grant and Reigns and Patton are the matchups now. So let's see what Knox have got here now. 44-45. Bit of extended D from the Cobras. Nice spin move, Adnam. No good. Transition. Hooley again into the paint. Looks for Von Hoff.
Quick
Turner.
ball movement to the corner.
Hooley. Feet set. It's normally money. That did not look close. And to be honest with you, Damien, watch tonight. He's been really working hard on getting the Cobras involved in their offense by penetrating and finishing at the rim, and he's been doing a good job of that. So, but he is a shooter. He's a shooter. Long career at Albany, in the college system in the States. So, let's just see if, you don't want to leave him open and you don't want to give him that jump shot.
And Ducky, it's about partly confidence, isn't it? So,
of course it is.
Hopefully out there, well-coached side, good players around him, good opportunity to shine, really.
Reigns, different zone look again now from the Cobras. Ball goes inside to Reigns, inside out. Grant three in the corner, no good. Hooley takes the rebound, brings the Cobras into the front court. Inside, Smith, Milner blocked by Mike Rose at the rim, and he was trying to dunk that. Mike, pull up three, front on.
Mike Rose, just let me watch it. Just leave it to me. I'll do it both ends of the floors if you don't, of the floor if you don't mind.
Absolutely, really good defensive play there, and I don't think that's too much of a foul. But anyway, it's a good job I don't have a whistle in it, Damo.
Yes, mate, it is.
It's a substitution here for the Cobras. Sean McDonald back in. Peter Hooley goes to the bench. Shula having a bit of a word there to him.
Referees tonight, crew chief Justin Hamilton.
Right, but there's a comedian called Justin Hamilton, so they actually call him Funny Man too. So I don't know which one's actually funnier, to be honest with you, Damien.
Having a fair bit of a chat with Cedarian Reigns. Cedarian obviously asking some questions about what can I and what can't I get away with.
Of course. Good extended pressure again from Kilsyth, falling, you know, that 2-2-1 trap into the 2-3 zone now. McDonald on the baseline with Odyssey, Smith, Milner, and Knox really need an inside presence here at that high elbow. Sedarian catch and shoot, can't get it. Malik on the glass, gives a contest. Odyssey looking to push. Turner.
Malik just looking up the other end to try and split the seam there on the zone.
And we've got a foul called, a bit of a tap on the head from Owen Odyssey. He picks up foul number 1. Staying with the extended pressure, the Kilsyth Cobras. Without Rains, Marshall, corner 3.
Rims out.
Feet set. Yeah, it hasn't been an outside shooting night for either team here tonight,
Big
Damien.
strong board. Toey Smith-Milner. Oh, so there is a block. Jumped up. Get that out of my house, he says.
He just stuck that straight back down Sean McDonald's throat.
Inside the Mike Rose, and the put back for Sedarian Range. Wow, this is going to be good to watch, isn't it? Isn't it, Ducky? It's going to be good to watch.
That was a basketball spike, you know, a volleyball spike, Damien. He went up hard, got the nice set from Sean McDonald.
But you know what, mate? As soon as I saw him jump, I thought, that's going in.
Yeah.
There was no doubt in my mind that,
Yeah, good hard attack from Isaac Turner there, draws the foul, coming hard off that screen. Action. There's a good little bit of cohesion here from the Kilsyth Cobras, and yeah, Knox have added a talented, you know, roster. They've got Damon High to come in.
How far off is he, do you know?
I don't know what's wrong with him, actually. He's been training really hard, and I'm not too sure what the injury report on him is. I'm led to believe, too, that Adam Thosby's coming back.
Yeah, he is, yes.
Yeah, so he'll be waiting for his season in the British League to finish. Von Hoff, catch and shoot.
Long range, lovely.
Felix Von Hoff likes to shoot the ball. You have to respect him, too, because that's what he does. He sets his feet. He makes three-pointers. You got to run him off the three-point line. You really do.
Mike Rose.
Sedarian, float game.
Got a good bag of tricks, doesn't he? And you'd expect someone that's played at his level.
How brave has Ben Ercich standing in the way of that, Damien?
Like I said earlier, it's no place for me, mate. I'd be in the car park somewhere saying, no, I'm not. My place is not out there.
Good switches here by Knox on pick and rolls. McDonald, 3, responds. This is really back and forth now here in this third.
You know, Sedarian Range, 2-time Cypriot League All-Star, 2017, 2018. Played all around the world. Thailand, Argentina, Qatar, Morocco, Greece, Lebanon, Czech Republic.
Knox Raiders. It's good to have him here.
I've got a feeling he's never going to want to leave, Ducky.
Let's hope so.
Never going to want to leave.
So as he subs out, Mike Rose and Sedarian Rains go to the bench. Hunter and McDonald returning. You know, this is, again, another different look lineup now. Malik's got the ball. And we've asked for a reset, which is the hold-up. Malik's got the inbound here. Back screen. Marshall makes some motion. 12 now. Grant, corner 3. McDonald comes up with it.
Simon Grant, quick back in D. Slide the ball. Kilsyth 53, Knox 51. 2 minutes left in the third.
This Patton goes to work inside. Ercich can't get the stick back. Grant does some cleanup work. Casey Marshall.
Out of court, was it? Put his foot on the line there. 1:46 left in the third. 2 points in it. Even contest. Can't pick it, Ducky. What about you?
It's back and forth. This third quarter has been back and forth. You know, It's been basket for basket all the way through, and of course the Raiders are missing Dylan Hare too, and he's a real big out for him, Damien. And that was Ben Ercich for 2, and
come through the middle.
You can see Dylan there on the assistant coach's roster. He's a big out. You know, Dylan gets the best player on the opposition team every week, or the best wing or the best guard. Prides himself on his defensive job. As James Hunter lines up a triple and can't get it to go. Knox have got to be careful here.
15 points for James Hunter tonight.
Knox have got to be careful here though, Damien. Another big basket or whatever for Kilsyth. You know, this is 6. As Patton backs down, goes to work.
Yeah,
makes
nice.
2.
51, 57, Kilsyth's way, 48 left.
But they get a basket here as Nugget turns the ball over. Von Hoff, 3 points. That would have been big. That would have stretched
That would have hurt. That would have hurt.
that would have stretched it to 9. And Knox needs some composure here, and they just need a basket. You know, with no Mike Rose on the floor or Sedarian Reigns, it'll be interesting to see where this ball goes. As Nugget attacks the paint and gets it 2, and he
shot clock game clock inside the shot clock. 15 seconds left.
Comes up grimacing there a little bit, so 4-point lead. Ercich on the pop out, under 10 now. Pop out, Patton, 3 ball. Can't get it. Nuggets got. It'll count if it goes.
Ooh. 3/4 time. Knox, 53. Kilsyth, 57. State Basketball Centre here on a Saturday night. Just looking at some of the key stats from the field. Kilsyth, 41%. 23 from 55. Knox, 23 from 58 at 39%. Rebounds. Kilsyth, 31. Knox, 41. Turnovers. Knox, 8. Kilsyth, 4. Good bit of pressure there from Kilsyth. And points in the paint, pretty even. Knox, 32. Kilsyth, 30.
Good third quarter from both teams. Both teams in the 20s there for it's a 24-20 quarter. This is really well officiated, Damien. You know, I was pretty critical on that third quarter in the second, in the first game in the women's, because I thought it was over officiated with all those foul calls. But they're letting them play. Patton and Hunter have been able to go at each other inside. Adnam's going at Hooley. Hooley's going at the Knox defense. You know, there's been really good, nothing outstanding or anything like that. So this is going to come down to, this is really going to come down to who I think can execute the best here in the last quarter. And we spoke there late in that third quarter about Knox needing a basket without Mike Rose on the floor and a facilitator, and Nugget went really hard to the basket. So they need to just compose themselves, get through some sets, get through some hands, try to move that ball a little bit, and just see if they can't get some points on the board, put a bit of pressure back on Kilsyth to keep making somebody other than Pete Hooley try to beat him.
So top point scorers, James Hunter, 15. Peter Hooley, 15. Chris Patton, 10 points. Jarrell McDonald, 10 points. Jordan Adnam, 8 points. And Isaac Turner, 9 points. So an even spread of scorers on both teams. Looking forward to the last quarter here, Ducky.
Patton's been really good for the Cobras. You know, he's probably had as much as Hunter's got 15. Every time they throw the ball to Patton, he's getting a basket. So Knox, you know, on the floor now with Nugget, Josh West, Jordan Adnam, Simon Grant at the 4 and Hunter at the 5. So still no Rose and still no Reigns. And the Cobras have come out with Odygy, Von Hoff, Ercich, Pete Hooley, and James Hunter being guarded by Chris Patton. So it's a 2 for Nugget. He can't get it. I'm not too sure that's the way D-Mac would have drawn it up. So Pete again into the paint. Von Hoff comes out shooting.
He likes that spot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You called it, Ducky. You said he's a shooter. Must be respected.
Must run him off that line here as...
Oh, good full court pressure here. Oh, Hooley missed. And it's a Kilsyth ball. Kilsyth, one of the tournament favourites, was called during the week that they're probably one of the teams to beat, Ducky. So not a bad effort by Knox so far.
I'm not going to say my man because he's going to say that everybody's his man. But Corey Homicide Williams, you can @ Corey Homicide Williams on Twitter if you like. He loves to communicate on the Twitters and on the Twitter feed. So he actually called. He said Kilsyth, he goes, that team on the NBL1 overtime preview show, he called Kilsyth as, you know, the favourites for him. He goes, that team is stacked. And so, you know, they're proving.
Nugget drives to the basket. Lovely little lay-in, right-hand lay-in.
Yep. And that's Nugget's bread and butter, and it's what he's got to do, isn't it?
Yeah, get to the rack. Show a bit of leadership. He's been around a long time at Knox now. Melbourne United development player.
Patton. Hey.
Foul on Simon Grant. Disagrees. Not happy about it, but refs are doing a good job tonight.
The Knox bench with a few curly emojis on the text there between each other. Nugget rebound. Oh, Cook's Odyssey gets to the ring.
Odyssey copped a big hit there, didn't he?
Did he cop a whack? Or
yeah, he copped it. Looked like he just knocked the wind out of him. Just I don't think there was anything in it. Just sort of got...
I must have missed it because it looked like Nugget just put him in the... put it in the overdrive and just burnt past him and cooked him, if you know what I mean. So,
James Hunter checking out of the game.
Yeah.
Takes a seat and...
Big Sidarian back in. So this will be interesting because Patton's gone out and D-Mac comes straight back in with Reigns. So it'd be interesting to see if they make it a real focus here to go to Sidarian on the inside now with Toei, who's a little bit smaller. See if Toei can't guard him.
And we're even here, 57 all, 8:30 left in the final quarter.
I'm wrapped with this, Damo. You know, there was some really good games. There were some really good games last night. You know, Nunawading Geelong was a good contest for about a half, and then Nunawading just chipped away at them, and as Toei settles for the three.
Out. Kilsyth ball. Knox players don't necessarily agree.
Dandenong in the COE, so it was the COE getting on the board first, you know, as well. So, you know, we'd love a thriller. How good would a bit of overtime here be in the first game at Knox, you know, in the battle for the Ashes. So Hooley, Adnam does a great job.
Good leap on Sidarian there, good leap.
Grant resets to Nugget.
12 on the clock, 57 all.
Double horns action, Nugget. Knocks Odyssey over. Both players come up grimacing, Damien. Keep your eyes on that. Josh West will pick up the personal here for reaching.
Mike Rose back into the game.
For Nugget. Nugget goes out. Owen Odyssey is still grimacing here in the bottom of our screen, Damien. So just...
Yeah, he's copped a couple of big hits in a row.
He has, yeah. And he's come up really sharp after that one. And he's going to go and check out of the game for Ursich. And Coach Schuler just wants to keep an eye on him. Just see if the physio, Andrew Wigg, doesn't go straight to him, mate. And just see if he's all right.
Playing, holding his back there, his left lower back, but he's moving okay. Having a bit of a drink, stretching out his left leg.
He's important. If he gets back, if he can't get back on the floor, you know, it's a wing defender that they take away. It's a guy who might go to Mike Rose's Turner. Goes deep from three. That was 3 or 4 steps behind the triple. And Jordan Adnam.
I like Adnam back on the game, back in the game. this stage. He's been dangerous. He's been lively.
Yep.
There's that player there. He won't hesitate. If anything, he's confident.
Reigns inside, can't get the two. Rebound, Milner. Kicks an outlet to Hooley. Ursic running the lane. That's
Hooley,
basketball 101.
Yeah.
That's basketball 101.
Yeah. 59, Kilsyth, 57, Knox. Add them on the wing. Goes the one-on-one to the basket. 2 shots.
Turner not happy with that one. I think there was too much in that. James Hunter returning. Owen Odeji back in the game, so just keep your eyes on him. There, Damo in the bottom of the screen. He subs back in for Ben Ursic. Josh West subs out as well. Casey Marshall returning, so Jordan Adnan makes the first. Looking to tie the ball game away.
Jordan Adnan moves to 10 points. 59 all. 6:35 in the final.
Milner, fade away. Mike Rose nearly tips it in his own bucket.
Yeah. Good leap, wasn't it?
Yeah, but don't tip it in your own bucket, Damo.
Yes.
Rose. Oh, like it a lot.
Puts Milner on the skates there, didn't he?
Like it, he did skate him up a little bit, yeah. And Toey's a good defender. I'm not too sure he'd back himself in too many times against as he leaves his feet. Turner can't get the three. Odeji with the rebound. There's a good battle going down in that bottom corner. Rose and Turner now, so Adnam's got the job on Hooley. Finger roll to the basket, ties it up 61s.
5:35, still can't split either of these teams, Ducky. It's been a really good contest.
Yeah, it has. It was 33 apiece at the half. And there was 4 in it to Kilsyth. That's a good back cut. Mike Rose.
Nice, good vision. James Hunter.
Catches Hooley just snoozing a little bit.
A lovely back cut.
Yeah.
Good assist, Hunter. Knox take the lead, 63-61.
Sedarian Reigns.
That's 2 blocks.
Dicks it back down Turner's left hand. And he's going to get it.
There he is.
Jam! Damo!
Get down, people of Knox, and see this. You have to get down to watch this. That was a magnificent jam. Timeout, Kilsyth. Momentum, Knox.
You won't see this, because I don't know if you've got a Twitter account, Damo, but Michelle Cooling, who takes all sorts of wonderful photographs for the Melbourne Boomers, Melbourne United. She's a wonderful photographer. She has just captured and she's tweeted out the photo of Sedarian's dunk in the first half. But she was in perfect position for that last one. And hopefully she's got that one-hander as well. So if you can hear me, Michelle, and I don't know if you can, but I want to see that one straight up on your Twitter feed if I can too. Please, because that was impressive. He does it at one end on the block shot, and then he does it on the other end with the one-hand jam as he caught Toey napping. And ball watching a little bit, dived underneath him, took the ball in one hand and just powered it down under the rim. So,
you know what, Ducky, I think there'll be some coaches, if they're listening to us tonight or they'll be watching this during the week, scouting Knox, they'll be paying a bit of attention to Sedarian in the future. If they didn't know about him, new to the league, I think he has damaging. Yeah,
I like him. I like him at this end a lot. He's changed, even if he's not blocking shots, he's changing shots a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of Zombie Nation comes on in the background, Damo. Get your glow sticks out. Casey Marshall, full extension on Sean McDonald. Hooley with the handoff. Adnan with the job on Pete Hooley, and Felix von Hoff back in the game. Mike Rose is with a job on Von Hoff, so forces a switch. Odyssey looks just out of it. Mike Rose with the pinch. Make it, son. Sidarian offensive rebound. He gets blocked.
Big block there.
Patton throws it out.
Odyssey, big block. Gave us Sidarian a bit of his medicine back down the other end. Pete Hawley says, leave it to me, but rims out. 4:05 left.
65-61. Marshall, corner three, sets the feet. Odyssey just out leaps Hunter for the rebound. McDonald, tough finish.
Lovely reverse.
That is a tough finish.
65-63. 4:25.
Rose to Raines. No good.
Hunter.
Inside Hunter. Can't get it.
Chases his boards twice, 3 times. Sidarian comes down to give him a hand. Kicks it out to Jordan Adnam. And they reset.
Marshall, one dribble pull up, no good. Accidental contact there with James Hunter and Felix Von Hoff. So James will pick up his third personal foul.
Good spread of points for Knox, Ducky. 15 for Hunter, 10 for Adnam, 10 for Raines, and 10 for Mike Rose.
The room missed chances like the last couple though, Damien, down here. So, you know, they had almost a 4-on-1. Mike Rose puts up the three, can't get it to go. They get an offensive rebound. Chris Patton makes a heck of a block on Raines. You know, Kilsyth come down, score. Then Hunter gets a couple of cracks at it down here. Raines gets some cracks at it. They reset. Casey Marshall with a pull-up jumper that he'd probably like to have again. And Patton. McDonald.
Got after him.
Adnam
well
on McDonald.
Rose.
Patton again. Rescreen Von Hoff.
Oh, he goes to the line for three. For 3 shots.
Didn't lift his pivot foot. Was that the call? Looked like a travel. But anyway.
So Chris Patton, 10 points. He'll go to the line. Oh, no, he won't go to the line, but he's on 10 points. Turner on 9. McDonald 7. Von Hoff on 5. Hooley on 17.
Double-double for James Hunter with 15 and 11 on debut for the Knox Raiders. So that's what we want him. That's what we want to see from him. You know, double-double every week, 15 and 10. As Von Hoff ties it away.
So Hooley's off. What's Coach Shaw thinking?
I'm not too sure. Maybe just a couple of.
A little bit of a breather.
Yeah, maybe 30 seconds or so here while we see what's happening and. Give a timeout to the Raiders.
2:41.
Missed opportunities though, Damien. Missed opportunities. You know, you have a 65-61 lead. The Mike Rose 3 doesn't go in. You know, you can't make the most of those. You know, second points or second chances that they had. And now, you know, and now you're trailing by 1 on the 3 free throws by Von Hoff. So. Good teams will do that. Good teams will find ways to score, and as we spoke about in the opener, you know, about cohesion for this Knox Raiders team early, with some new faces, some returning faces. You know, their glue guy Diz Hare not being in that group. It's going to be really interesting how they. It's going to be really interesting how they cohese over the first sort of, or they start to gel the first 2 or 3 weeks of this season. So. This is a big test for them now. 2:41 or $2 and change left, and it's a point the difference. What have they got? What's in their kit bag? You know.
So on the floor for Knox, we've got Raines, Adnam, Hunter, Nugget, and Mike Rose.
And the Cobras come out with Turner, McDonald, Von Hoff, Odyssey, and Chris Patton. So that's not a bad 5 that they've come out with. And they've got Hooley and Smith-Milner still sitting on the bench. Extended pressure from the Cobras. Back into his zone. Adnam to Rose, inside to Rains. Hunter, jump shot, Cash. 17 now for Hunter. Raiders have the lead by 1.
2:12 on the clock.
.15 on the shot clock. Von Hoff to inbound. Goes looking inside to Odygy. Turner attacks. Oh, Rains lands hard, but he's straight back up on his feet. Had a good swipe at that one. Turner did a really good job of protecting the ball.
Turner's going to lines at 2.
Yeah.
15 foul for the Raiders. Isaac Turner will go to the line. Shoot 2.
Did I see a sneaky message there from the CEO, mate, about 15 to 1800 here in the...
You did. Very, speaking to Grant Harrison, the CEO of Knox, very, very impressed with the turnout. Did whisper in my ear, I kept underestimating the crowd, so gave me a quick reminder, as is his job, that if I want to talk about crowd figures, get it right. So my 700 went up to about 1500. Now he's up to about 2,000. So
again, extended pressure, and Nugget throws it away. Turner punishes the Knox Raiders, and this is what we spoke about, full court pressure.
70 Kilsyth, 67
exactly.
Knox, 149 left.
Mike Rose walks it up, 3 down for the Raiders now. Nugget relocates to the corner, can't get the 3. We've got a foul call on number 3, Chris Patton. 4th personal foul for the big fella. Mike Rose, extended D. Odygy closes him out hard. Adnam.
Rains, big offensive board. Adnam again. Inside
Nice
the
hit.
Hunter. Oh, and he's fouled.
Missed the layup. Should be an M1.
Kilsyth are in the bonus.
Got to make layups.
Yeah, important time of the game, 1:19 left.
Important time. You got to go, now the pressure on, you got to go to the line and make 2 free throws. So
67-70.
yeah.
James Hunter at the line, shoot 2 for the Raiders.
Big fella can't add to his 17 here. He's got another one to close this to a 1-point game.
Both teams, no fouls to give.
2-point game. Nope, no good. See how important the layup is now, Damo. You missed the layup. Instead, you go on a chance to tie the game, and you're still 3 down now. So the defense has got to work here and get a stop.
Kilsyth
Adnam with the job on McDonald.
Take some time off the clock here.
Patton.
Doesn't go. Adnam.
2. Not ideal possession for Kilsyth.
58 on the clock.
Big Sedarian Rains. Way off the mark.
Misses everything. 20 on the shot clock, 42 on the game clock. Kilsyth just to take some time off the clock here. Share the ball around a bit. 8 on the shot clock. Blocked.
Sedarian Rains again.
Rains.
If there was crowd seating there, Damon, that would be in about round 2 or row 2.
Kilsyth.
So there's 5 on the shot clock for Kilsyth. They've got a timeout.
28 on the game clock.
What do you reckon Schuler's got in his bag here? What do you reckon? Where does the ball go coming out of this? You know, you want to run guys like Turner, and you want to run Von Hoff off the 3 here, and you want to make them beat you by having to attack the rim, but
the ball goes inside the Towie Smith-Milner.
Let's see what Coach Darryl McDonald has got on the defensive side of things here. What does he do here? Does he run a bit of a double, or what's he got coming back the other way if they do manage to get a stop? You know, do they look for the quick two? Do they look for the quick two and then a quick foul to try to keep in it? Or do they look for the three? They've got plenty of good shooters here. You know, Mike Rose, while he hasn't had a good night tonight, specifically, he's always dangerous. James Hunter's got some range. Adnam's got range. We just saw Sedarian throw one up, so we know he's not ashamed to throw the ball up. See what we got collectively, 3 of 23 for the Raiders. So, you know, if I'm D-Mac, I'm saying take the quick two. Quick two and then take the quick foul. It hasn't been your night shooting the ball.
Full court pressure. See if you can't use Adnam. Nugget, some of those really rangy sort of quick plays. See if we can get a quick steal down the other end.
Von Hoff in, Milner in, Odygy, Turner, McDonald. Back screen, Turner open. One dribble, two dribbles, step back. Gets Reigns in the air. Rebound Hunter. Nuggets got it.
18 on the clock.
Here we go. You got to go quick now. Got to go quick.
Inside.
Ball goes to Rose.
Game clock inside shot clock. 13 left.
Nugget, you got to go quick here. Mike Rose looking to get open.
1-3. See if we can take it to overtime. 3 on the clock.
Nugget with the heave. Ooh. It's no good.
Doesn't go. Kilsyth by 3, 70-67.
And full time, bit of an anticlimax there, Damien. You know, and as we spoke about, some confusion about, you know, who wanted that shot. They were looking for Mike Rose, etc. But they'll gel, you know, and that's what you want. They've had some guys land here in the last week. Sedarian, they're just adding James, you know, to the group for the first time. Damon's not playing. Adam Thosby's still not back from overseas, so. But overall, a really entertaining start here from...
Yeah, absolutely, Ducky. And, you know, like we said earlier, Kilsyth, one of the teams tipped early to be the favourites. And Knox were right in the game for much of the game. Unlucky there towards the end. Kilsyth worked hard. Knox struggled to make a few shots down the stretch there. But Knox will be better for it. As you said, the players, the team... We'll get a better opportunity to gel together. We'll keep working hard, and we look forward to next week, Ducky.
Of course we do. Of course we do. Just rolling through some stats here for the Knox Raiders. You know, they had 5 guys in double figures, so there was a good spread of points amongst their 67. They had 3 guys with double-digit rebounding stats. So, and then Kilsyth have added 4 guys in double figures, and they battled really hard through guys like. You know, Odygy's stats won't tell you a real story of him playing tonight, but he's only got 4, but he's got 14 rebounds, and he did a really good defensive job, you know, when it was required against guys like Mike Rose, and then he even guarded bigger against James Hunter in spots and so on. So, impressive start from the Cobras. Game could have gone either way. 33-33 at the half. 54-50 at three-quarter time, and, you know, it's a 3-point ball game. Both teams will get better. Both teams will iron out some kinks, Damien. And, you know, it'll be better, you know, round 10. You know, that battle in round 10. When we go to Kilsyth for the Ashes, you know, playing for the Ashes Cup, you know, we'll be really excited to see what happens there when both teams are up and firing and at full strength.
Ducky, can you find a negative about the NBL1? I cannot. Fantastic concept, fantastic turnout. Basketball in the eastern, southeastern suburbs of Melbourne. Back on the big stage, if you like. Big crowd in here. The women, we saw WNBL players running around. We've got NBL players in the men running around. It just seems great for basketball.
You know, for a long time, this corridor of basketball in the southeast and surrounding suburbs of Melbourne has been screaming out for teams to support, teams to follow. You know, we've had and been gifted teams like the Victorian Giants, you know, then into the South Dragons, before that the Southeast Melbourne Magic and so on, and it's a huge participation. It's the biggest growth area for basketball in all of Australia in the Southeast Network here, and to have this and to have the team's performances over both games and tonight and last night and tomorrow, you know, with Waverley up in the big dance, you know, for NBL1, it's really, really exciting. And you're right, Damien, I can't find a negative to say about tonight's performance. We had somewhere between 15 and 1,800 here tonight at State Basketball Centre. We haven't, as I said to you, had a crowd like that at Knox Basketball for a very long time, you know, for nearly 10, 12 years. And
the kids, Ducky, I mean, what I really like to see is the amount of young kids here, and they will develop cult figures in the local community with some of these players here, these imports and other players and the like, who will get down to the local schools. They'll get involved in coaching the junior program. They'll go down to whether it be domestic clubs or whether it be representative clubs on a Sunday morning at training or during the week. And it's just great for basketball in general that a competition of such a high standard is right here. And you know what? From a selfish point of view, mate, you and I get to sit here with the best seat in the house.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to say, isn't it? Best seat in the house, overlooking the court. You know, we're gonna get nice displays. The girls were impressive, as you said. Both teams, you know, Kilsyth will be better for the experience. As we said, they'll add Al Downey after the grand final for the AFLW tomorrow to next week's team. So
Knox will get back Lauren Scherf.
Yeah, of course. You know, Scherf will come back. Hollingsworth will come back. The men have got Damon Hire to add to that team, you know, and you know, the plus side of having a guy like Damon Hire to come in is that tonight Jordan Adnam gives you 10 and 5 off the bench. You know, and if he can come in and do that, then Adam Thosby comes back into the group. It adds a different dynamic. Thosby, noted as a shooter, spreads the floor a little bit. Is there that confusion tonight at the end of the game? I highly doubt it moving forward. This team's going to be really exciting to watch, and I'm really looking forward to it. Plenty of minutes for everybody tonight. It was good to see the young kids get in, Malik and Josh West and Aiden Yock. You know, it's great having Simon Grant back here. Some more weeks into the track, you know, more weeks on court together, gelling as a team, and they're going to be really good to watch. You know, I'm excited, Damien. Every single fan in basketball in Victoria and even in the southern suburbs of New South Wales with Canberra and Basketball Centre of Excellence, they should be really happy with what they see here this weekend. It's been a great start. Credit to CEO Dean Anglin, and I just want to really give a shout out to like the Knox staff tonight who really made this an enjoyable occasion for everybody. It was really good.
That's a good point, isn't it? It's those people behind the scenes that have been working tirelessly to not only with the NBL, people with the NBL1, but people employed by Knox working tirelessly, also volunteers involved to make this sort of a special event, to make this happen, to build some hype and momentum in the community, get people interested.